Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 10 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And of course, we added some outdoor covered space so they had places to do some skill building, regardless of the weather. It is summer, but of course, we started in the summer and we had lots of thunderstorms, so it is good to have that. And Edward needs some fun, so I figured we would work on his needing to read something. So we're going to purchase some skill books that we want the Sims, our kids, to learn. We already have a few from Nora, but with 7 kids needing to learn things all the time, it might be good to learn a few more. I think I already have 2 archaeology, but since we're going back, I'm going to buy 1 more. Another one that's probably good to buy is maybe cooking, but I think I'll skip on that or maybe I'll buy it. It doesn't hurt to have it. We don't have as much money anymore because of the fact that I'm going to buy the second book too. We spent money, renovating the house, but I'm just looking. Definitely gardening isn't a thing we need. Guitar, handiness, we have 1. See, I find a lot of times with the handiness, if my Sims have forget the tiny lot type, we have the top-notch toddler and they have the scouting aptitude, they'll zoom through the handiness and it reads so quick. In the past, it didn't even register as a book read, but I do want them to learn handiness, so I'll still get it, and we'll buy another herbalism one. Don't need knitting. Knitting doesn't actually, unless they fix that, doesn't help them at all. Mixology is one I might get, and I probably should get because I need Nora to learn the mixology skill. And they can't learn painting and photography, I don't find. A lot of these things. Oh, research and debate. That's one that I will get because that's a good way to learn it. And then this one, and maybe we'll get 1 rocket science. We're buying lots of books here. Lots and lots of books. And that'll be it. That's almost $1,000 we spent on the books. So now they're all in the bookcase. So we are going to have him start with handiness, even though it may not count. I'd like him to learn some handiness too. Because there are certain skills, since we're, kind of gearing up to try and head back to Salvadorada, though he is not my Sim who needs to get that. Or is he? No, he is. Edward, I think, is the one I need to do the Salvadorada. Right, because Declan is my spellcaster. He needs to work on his spellcasting. And Freddie is going to do Nerd Brain. And then Grant is the athletic. Of course, they all have, have to do certain tiers of all of them, but those are their focus ones that they need to do. And speaking of which, they all need to get the first 2 tiers of Nerd Brain done, but he has to get to tier 3, which is why we bought that rocket ship, of course. So, did you get that? You want now? No, now you want to watch a different type of show. Let's see. He was watching from the rocking chair. Oh, we can't watch anything right now because they're playing. He's playing. Okay, you can just play the game for now. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to put the walls back down, all the way down. Okay, so let's check in on everybody else. Abigail, you're still doing your homework. And the nanny is permanently here, which is actually quite funny. I find. Nora, you're going to go look after the garden? Weed area. You did get your flower arranging skill up. And we'll leave you there for now in that career. Because I was thinking of having her go to university, but I don't want her to go until after we go back to Salvadorada. So I think right now we're going to focus on hopefully getting them to A students and learning some of the skills that are handy for Salvadorada, which obviously archaeology was one. The culture skill that a lot of them have already maxed, or maybe half of them have maxed, is another one that's very useful. Logic, gardening, fishing a little bit, fitness somewhat, but those are ones that can be really helpful. And I think I need to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of this garbage can. Again. Keep selling my garbage cans. Let's take a look at appliances and miscellaneous, and we'll buy another cheap outdoor garbage can. Since we've spent so much money, I think we need to have Nora concentrate on making some more money. is what we need to do. Is there really any tending of the garden to do here? You can nurture those. You need to craft an object on the woodworking table. You no longer have that pinched feeling. And here's our woodworking table. So why don't you just do that? And now we'll do a knife block. And you need to get to level 6 of your logic skill. Let me see where she is. Well, obviously she needs to improve her logic skill, and I might have to buy another chess table. I didn't buy it, obviously, but I did test, and I can just fit a observatory here, but it like takes that whole space. And I usually like to angle them. I can't angle it. It's just straight all the way. Unless, of course, I use move objects, and I could do it, which I did obviously use move objects for all the lights out here. Because I just, anyways, but, and we need some windows in there. I'm just curious. I know I don't really want to move her off. Oh, she's doing this. I could move her for a minute. Let's check fortune. That's what I wanted to check. So if I'm going the wrong way. So let's see where she is with this, how much she's earned. We need to earn some more money. Oh, we're at 156,000 that we've earned. And we're going to go here and see, do we own any? We should own at least one piece of art. I saw a picture. There was a picture in your bedroom. So we have 7. So we have 7 pieces of art. Now I'm going to put her back onto the one she's actually working on, which is a nerd brain there, because I had her crafting. And she could collect this also. So, Edward, you're still reading that book. I think something else had counted for reading. Oh, you've already got to level 5 of handiness. That's what I mean with the first read. And so when you reread, and she's got to level 6. Did he get to level 5? Yeah, Edward got to level 5 of handiness. Okay, well, you're going to get bored reading this, so we're not going to make you read it again. Maybe we should purchase another book. Maybe we'll purchase the second book and forget it. He can, maybe we will purchase skill. Maybe the second one will count, because maybe we won't level up quite so quickly with the second handiness as we did with the first handiness. And there we go. So now I want you to come here and read the second handiness book. There you go. Because handiness is one of the ones that is useful. And Freddie, why did you reach level... Oh, are you... Now, you're not trolling the forums. I think that hurts your empathy. Wrong spot to look. Well, you're still okay. You know what? Why don't you go jog to clear mind, since you need to get some emotional control back. There we go. So... I thought it would be brighter in here with all these lights, to be honest. It's not very bright. I know they're roofs and they don't tend to be as bright, but and maybe it's the comparison. Okay, so Declan, you're hungry, so let's have you rally the troops. Oh, he's got to level 6 of handiness. Let's try that again. Club gatherings, rally the troops. And you're playing chess. Actually, what I'd like you to do is practice some magic. Why don't you practice untamed magic? That's what I meant to get. I meant to get a cauldron out here, which I don't need urgently, but I did mean to get that. And actually, you should probably collect that. Let's skip this practicing first. And he's got to level 5 of fitness. So we got this seltzer with the... So we're going to load ingredients. Okay, I think we'll make some more with dragon fruit, though I need to harvest dragon fruit is what we need to do when they're available, because we're running low on dragon fruit. And now that we've done that, we'll start just regular fizzing. And then let's grab this and put it here. And who is maybe like doing the least? She's eating, but she's probably not hungry anymore. Nope. So you're going to come here and stock the table. And since you're going to be out here socializing with people, we may have you introduce yourself, though sometimes they are better at buying things if you don't introduce yourself. And speaking of which, let's lock our door. We had it open for our party, so we're going to lock it for everyone, but household members will allow access to employees because, of course, our nanny is in here. She may be able to go out the other one. And now I want you to... Are you doing your homework? I guess you can finish your homework before we do anything else. And now that you have done that, now I want you to practice Untamed Magic. And Declan, have you got all your homework done? No, you should do that. And this requires apprentice. And can you scrubberoo yourself? I cannot remember. And obviously there's different ways you can... Yeah, you can scrubberoo yourself. So we should probably put this on here. And look, Freddy's in a range. Good, and we may as well just put that there. And this, as I see them, I put them on there. Why don't you come here, and after you've done that, you can do some reading since I see you're on that. Aspiration, we may as well read some archaeology because, we're going back. And if we have more Sims with some skill, all the better. And there's the nanny cooking some more. Okay, you're just standing around, Bonnie, my dear. First off, have you done your homework? You haven't finished your extra credit work, so we're going to have you do that. And, see, now it seems brighter in the bedrooms. Now that it's like 11 o'clock at night, the bedrooms seem a bit brighter than they did before. That's quite funny. And when you're finished with your homework, we're going to have you read some too, because I already put you over there. And we're going to have you read the Fabricator book, because you have the Maker aspiration. So we'll have you read that as your first book. And Colleen, you're doing your homework. Why don't you just read... Sorry, do you have cooking skill, Colleen? You have level 6. Maybe we should purchase the gourmet cooking book. And keep buying. Hopefully we'll sell some stuff. Let me take a look again for skill. If I'd realized that, I would have just got it off the bat. But it makes sense that she's already at that level that we get gourmet cooking. And actually, come here and ask for gardening tips. May as well check pockets for seeds. You are actually my sort of nature girl. So let's see where you are. You need to weed or water. So why don't you come here and do some weeding. Weed all. And then probably you should ask for gardening tips too. What level are you? You're already level 6. But that's fine. So, oh, she got something. And now she's going to do her homework, I think. Oh, Nora got Chilio, so she learned a new one. She got tomatoes. Do we have tomatoes in our garden? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Because now that we've got it, it'll show. I guess, just assume we don't, because we need Abigail to plant. So we're going to have her plant. And you know what? While we're planting, why don't we plant one more of our dragon fruit? Since we are trying to, make more money, dragon fruit would be handy for that. So this way she can plant 3. 2 dragon fruit and the tomato. Yeah, we don't want to plant any of our things from Granite Falls yet. So whose book is this? That's Bonnie. So we're going to give that back to Bonnie. And you, my dear, since I'm here, let's put this extra stuff out of your inventory and on the bookshelf. And you need to do your extra credit work. I think. Did we get some A students? I seem to remember that some of them were A, but maybe not. Bonnie actually got to A, so she didn't really need to do her extra credit work. Declan, you do need to do your extra credit work. Edward, you're A, so you're good. Did you do your extra credit work? We're going to get rid of some of these things again. You need to do your extra credit work. You do not have it done. And you're a B student. So all these kids' homeworks. And there's a toddler book. And where is your homework? In your hands. That's where it is. For some reason, this is not working. Let me hit escape. Maybe it just didn't drag properly. Maybe I didn't drag it. So did you get your extra credit work? No, you didn't get it done. So homework all around. That's what is needed right now. All right, so you learned Chilio. Let's check where you are on the spellcraft and sorcery. So you need to level up. And how far off are you on the level? Well, you got a little while to go. Okay, well, I think I will buy, after all, a cauldron. And that is under kitchen appliances. No, it's not. It's under outdoor grills. So here we go. We'll put it right beside the rocket ship, which is also not very eco-friendly. So why don't you experiment over there? And Edward, so you have got one red. Do you have you have lots of books in your inventory also. And this is another scrubberoo. Got a few scrubberoos. We don't really need the scouting manuals. Is this the second book? That's the first one. We don't need that. And handiness. We need to put the books back. And that's the first one. Okay. Do you need to read books? Let's see. You have level 1 of cooking. Why don't you read the cooking book? We'll see if you get anywhere with that. Did you get your books, your plants done? Now you still need to weed or water more times. Can you water these? Yes. So why don't you go water what you can so that we can get somewhere with that. And your gardening is level 8. So that's good. You want to get creative from a lot traits. Are you actually creative? No, you're not. So I'm not going to really make you focus on creativity. And wasn't I going to have you, Colleen, come out here and tend this table? Yes, I was. Because we want to sell. We got to take turns trying to make money. This is what we need to do. So you're going to tend the table. And now you're going to start a yard sale. But first, we also have to mark up the prices to 300% so we can make a lot of money. If we sell them, of course. That's the other thing. So here's the fabrication book. And Bonnie, I don't know, where did you get? You didn't actually finish reading it. And you didn't read any of... Oh, you got to level... You didn't really get very much done. So you're going to read that. I want you to read that. There we go. And Freddie's doing a good job of cleaning up. Oh, look at that. We made 22,596 from one of our dragon fruit seltzers. Definitely much better than sending it to be evaluated. That was a real loss. I don't even know if we made our money back. It was pretty bad response. So she needs to actually work on her logic skill. They all kind of do, because if you have high logic and you get attacked by bugs and stuff in Salvatorata, you usually do a lot better, I have to say. And you obviously got your books read, so you need to level up your magic. Are you going to buy the other one? I think, did your wife buy the first one, Jeffrey? I saw her standing here. I don't know. Anyways, I see that Freddie is doing the very useful dancing. They all are. Oh, look, we didn't make as much money with that one, but still, 11,200 is pretty good. So why don't you come here, since our sale... Okay, pause. Stop, don't go away. We already know you. We can do a cheerful introduction to you. Bye-bye, Jeffrey. Oh, look at that. We're like BFFs without being BFFs. Ask about Day. And she's a recyclable. So we're going to end this sale because we're done. Okay, we have a pop-up. Let's see. We're going to do this one. And so now it's time for him to go for a jog. As I do. After he finishes reading. Did you get that book? I don't know. And what level did you get? What level did you get to? Fell out. You're level 5. So that reading the cooking book is not going to help you at all for learning. For some reason, the base ones, they learn them. Well, I think maybe we have homey, and that helps with cooking and handiness and gardening, I think. So those are probably not ones that are going to work very well. But the gourmet cooking, on the other hand, is probably okay. Who? Edward. Okay, that's not going to help. So why don't you go jog to clear mind? Oh, we got people standing around out here. Did you learn something when you did that? Well, we have level 3 of that already. I don't know that you learned anything from doing your experimenting. But we won't worry about that right now. What we'll do instead is have you play. Oh, look, maybe you should encourage him for writing in his journal, because it looks like he's writing in his journal. Writing in journal, and then we can play. And I think we'll have Edward come here and do some playing also. We have lots of people standing here. Do you know Simon? Not very well. Brighton Day. We already have a maxed friendship with Frederick, and we're not friends. We've not even introduced ourselves to him. And she got to level 6 of charisma. So, gloomy, romantic, non-committal. That's quite the combination of traits, I have to say. That's quite funny. Oh, and look, she's already here doing... Oh, I know what we should do. You should come here. There's more things, more tending of the garden. So you should weed all so that you can get this first part done. Good, you got it done. Now we need to get some evolving done. And here's a painting. See, part of the reason I wasn't listing these things on Plopsy is because if we sell something when we're away in Salvadorada, we can't ship it off. I'm pretty sure you have to be on your home lot to do that. But, so the kids are all obviously going to have to go to school, and hopefully they'll come home with A's. I'll double check to see whether or not they all have done, all that aren't A students have done their extra credit work, so that if they haven't, we'll get those doing them before they get to their school, but that will all be in the next part. That's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!